Thank you again, Mr. President. I rise to adjourn in the memory of Ed Panelli, a retired California Supreme Court Justice and a resident of Senate District 15, a longtime resident of Senate District 15. He passed on July 20th at the age of 92. Ed grew up in the Santa Clara Valley during the Great Depression. He was the son of Italian immigrants, and throughout his life, he held this community close to his heart. He started working at a young age pulling onions, and his humble upbringing informed his approach to his relationships and his future work. Ed attended Santa Clara University for both his undergraduate degree and his law degree. He graduated law school at the top of his class. He was well respected, particularly for his legal career of over 60 years. His first judicial appointment was in 1972 to the Santa Clara County Superior Court. He served at many levels of California's courts, including the First District Court of Appeal in San Francisco, the Sixth District Appellate Branch, and finally the California Supreme Court, where he served for 8 years. Ed Panelli was involved in many significant cases throughout his career, helping to settle long-standing court cases and shaping the interpretation of California law. Even after his retirement, he was sought after for his mediation and arbitration skills, and I participated in some of each with him presiding. He was all business. Ed Panelli, besides going to Santa Clara University and getting his degrees there, grew up in that local community of the city of Santa Clara, which is also where the maternal side of my family grew up. And when he talked to me, when we had occasion to speak in recent years, mostly on the phone, he always brought up the family connection and the family relationship that he remembered so well growing up in what was then a very small town of Santa Clara. The last time I heard from him was on an issue that is such a crisis for us today. He lived, as I said, in Senate District 15, but in a retirement condominium project which had lost its insurance due to fire underwriting and because it was close enough to the WUI border. And I'm sure every single one of the folks in that homeowners association said, we have a Chief Justice retired here, tell him to make the call to somebody in the state of California and get this fixed. It was my first encounter with Fair Plan, and I kind of got out on a limb and said, don't worry, Justice, we'll contact Fair Plan and get all the paperwork sped up for you. Little did I know what a backlog they were dealing with. Fortunately, at the 11th hour, in December of that year, I believe it was last year, the insurance went into place. I received a thank you call from him. I did not hear from him again, nor did I need to. He is survived by his sons, Tom, Jeff, and Mike, as well as his 3 grandchildren. I'm grateful for his service to the county of Santa Clara and the state of California. Truly another legend we lost in Santa Clara County, just like my previous adjournment in memory. We'll miss him, and I respectfully request the adjournment today in his memory. Thank you, Mr. President.